The dust under the bed made Chitty's nose itch, but he dared not move. His heart hammered against his chest as he pressed his body flat against the cold marble floor of their honeymoon suite at the Eco Hotel. Through the gap between the bedskirt and floor, he could see Amara's feet pacing back and forth, her gold anklet catching the dim light. "Yes, I'm alone now." Amara's voice was cold, nothing like the sweet tone she'd used all day. "The fool is downstairs getting champagne. We have maybe 10 minutes. Chitty's blood ran cold. Fool? Was she talking about him? "Don't worry." Amara continued into her phone, her voice dropping to a whisper that sent chills down his spine. "By tomorrow morning, Chitty Okafor will be dead, and everything he owns will be mine. The life insurance alone is 50 million naira. His mother suspected something, but it's too late now. I've already added the poison to his drink." Chitty's hand flew to his mouth to stifle a gasp. His entire body trembled. This couldn't be happening. Not his Amara. Not the woman he'd just married 6 hours ago. Not the woman he'd loved for 2 years. "The powder works fast," Amara laughed, a sound so evil it didn't seem human. "He'll think it's a heart attack. No one will suspect his loving wife. I'll cry beautifully at his funeral, just like I did at the other two." "Other two?" The bedroom door began to open. Chitty squeezed his eyes shut, tears streaming down his face. He was trapped under this bed, listening to his own murder being planned, holding the champagne glasses he'd gone to fetch, the same glasses that would kill him. But how did he get here? How did a simple prank turn into this nightmare? Let's go back to where it all began. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and most important thing, turn your notification bell so you can get informed when I dropped another amazing story. Drop your thoughts and reactions in the comments. What would you do if your spouse tried to kill you and you survive? Will you take a revenge or disappear forever? The morning sun painted Lagos in gold as Chitty Okafor stood before the mirror in his family compound in Surulere. His younger brother, Obiora, adjusted his royal blue agbada while their mother, Mama Okafor, watched with tears in her eyes. "My son," she said softly in Igbo, "are you certain about this girl?" Chitty turned to his mother with a wide smile. "Mama, not today. Today is my wedding day. Amara is perfect." But Mama Okafor's face remained troubled. "I have tried to tell you, Chitty. Something about that girl. I see shadows around her. My spirit does not rest." "Mama, please," Chitty laughed, kissing her forehead. "You've watched too many Nollywood movies. Amara loves me. She's been nothing but kind and respectful to our family." Uncle Emeka entered the room, his face stern. "Nwan, your mother speaks wisdom. I made inquiries about this Amara. Her past. Nobody knows where she comes from. No family came to the introduction ceremony. Only friends. Because her parents died when she was young," Chitty defended. "She grew up in an orphanage. You all are being unfair." The truth was, Amara's mysterious past had initially attracted him. She was beautiful, independent, and different from the Lagos girls who only wanted his money. She worked as a nurse, lived modestly in Yaba, and seemed genuinely interested in him, not his successful tech company. "I have dreamed of snakes 3 times this week," Mama Okafor pressed on. Each time, the snake wore a white wedding dress. "Enough." Chitty's patience snapped. "I am marrying Amara today, and that's final. I love her, and she loves me. Now, can we please go to church?" The tension hung heavy, but there was no more time to argue. The convoy of decorated cars waited outside, ready to take them to the Catholic church in Ikoyi where Amara waited. St. Leo's Catholic Church was transformed into a paradise of white roses and purple orchids. The pews were packed with Lagos society, Chitty's business partners, childhood friends, and extended family members who had traveled from across Nigeria. As the organ music swelled, Chitty stood at the altar, his heart racing with excitement. Then he saw her. Amara appeared at the church entrance like a vision. Her white lace gown, custom-made by the famous Diolasego, hugged her curves perfectly. Her dark skin glowed against the white fabric, and her smile was radiant. For a moment, Chitty forgot all his mother's warnings. "She's beautiful," Obiora whispered beside him. As Amara walked down the aisle alone, no father to give her away, Chitty noticed something. Her smile was perfect, But her eyes, there was something in her eyes he'd never noticed before. Something calculating. But then she reached him, took his hand, and the moment passed. "Dearly beloved," Father Michael began, "we are gathered here today." The ceremony was beautiful. Amara's vows brought tears to many eyes. "Chidi Okafor, you found me when I was lost. You gave me a family when I had none. You gave me love when I had nothing. I promise to cherish you, honor you, and stay by your side. Until death do us part." The way she emphasized, "until death," made Uncle Emeka shift uncomfortably in his seat. "I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride." The church erupted in cheers as Chidi kissed Amara. Afrobeats music exploded from the speakers, and guests rushed forward with Naira notes, spraying the new couple as they danced down the aisle. But in the back of the church, Mama Okafor sat still, tears streaming down her face. Not tears of joy, tears of fear. The reception at Chidi's family compound in Lekki was legendary. 3 live bands rotated performances, generators hummed to power the massive lighting setup, and the aroma of jollof rice, egusi soup, pounded yam, and grilled fish filled the air. "Chidi, my guy," his best friend Tun slapped his back. "You done marry finish. No more bachelor life for you." Chidi laughed, feeling genuinely happy despite the morning's tension. Amara sat beside him on the high table, playing her role as the perfect bride, smiling, waving, thanking guests. She was so good at it. During the traditional Igbo wine-carrying ceremony, Amara knelt before Mama Okafor with a calabash of palm wine. According to tradition, she was supposed to offer it to her new mother-in-law as a sign of respect. "Mama," Amara said sweetly, "please accept this drink and accept me as your daughter." Mama Okafor stared at the calabash for a long moment. The entire compound went silent. Finally, she took it and drank, but her eyes never left Amara's face. "I accept you," Mama Okafor said loudly enough for all to hear. Then she leaned close to Amara and whispered something that made Amara's perfect smile falter for just a second. Later, Chidi pulled his mother aside. "What did you say to her?" "I told her that if anything happens to my son, I will find her. Even if she runs to the ends of the earth, I will find her." "Mama, mark my words, Chidi. I have lived long enough to know evil when I see it." But the celebration continued. The DJ played the latest Burna Boy and Wizkid tracks. Guests danced, ate, and sprayed money. By sunset, Chidi had drunk enough champagne to forget his worries. As the party wound down, Uncle Emeka approached. "Nwan, before you go to the hotel, I need to tell you something." "Uncle, please." "Not tonight. I'm going on my honeymoon tomorrow. Can we talk when I get back?" Uncle Emeka's face was grave. "It's about your wife's former employers." "Tomorrow, Uncle. Tomorrow." Chidi hugged him and turned to find Amara. It was time to leave for their honeymoon suite. The driver navigated through Lagos traffic toward Eco Hotel. In the back seat of the decorated Range Rover, Chidi held Amara's hand, his mind already planning a prank. "What are you thinking about?" Amara asked, her voice honey-sweet. "About how lucky I am," Chidi lied. Actually, he was thinking about a YouTube video he'd seen where a groom hid under the bed to prank his bride. The reaction had been hilarious. He wanted to see Amara's genuine reaction when she thought she was alone. Maybe she'd call her friends and gush about him, or dance around happily. It would be a cute memory. "You're smiling," Amara observed. "I'm just happy, my wife." Something flickered across Amara's face when he said "my wife." Was it satisfaction? Triumph? But then her warm smile returned. The Eco Hotel rose before them, its lights reflecting off the Atlantic Ocean. The honeymoon suite had been prepared with rose petals, candles, and champagne on ice. "Wait here," Chidi said as they entered the room. "I'll go get fresh champagne from the bar downstairs. The one here might be warm." "Don't be long," Amara called after him. But Chidi didn't go to the bar. He circled back, quietly unlocking the door with his key card. Amara was in the bathroom. Perfect. He quickly slid under the bed, suppressing his laughter. This would be hilarious. Under the bed, Chidi waited, his heart light with anticipation. He heard the bathroom door open and Amara's footsteps on the marble floor. Then her phone rang. Yes, I'm alone now. Amara's voice was completely different, cold, harsh, businesslike. The fool is downstairs getting champagne. Chitty's smile vanished. The fool. Don't worry. By tomorrow morning, Chitty Okafor will be dead, and everything he owns will be mine. The life insurance alone is 50 million naira. The world stopped spinning. Chitty's breath caught in his throat. This had to be a joke. A prank. Maybe Amara knew he was under the bed and was pranking him back? His mother suspected something, but it's too late now. I've already added the poison to his drink. Through the gap under the bed, Chitty saw Amara pull a small bottle from her purse. His blood turned to ice. The powder works fast, Amara laughed. He'll think it's a heart attack. No one will suspect his loving wife. I'll cry beautifully at his funeral, just like I did at the other two. Other two? Chitty's mind reeled. What other two? Yes, the first husband in Port Harcourt. That was easy. The second one in Abuja was trickier, but I managed. This Lagos one is the richest yet. After this, I'll have enough to retire. Chitty wanted to scream. He wanted to crawl out and confront her. But fear paralyzed him. If he revealed himself now, would she kill him immediately? Did she have a weapon? I need to go. He'll be back soon. Remember, give me 48 hours after the funeral. Then transfer the account numbers I sent you. Don't try to cheat me, or you'll end up like the last partner who tried. Amara ended the call. Chitty heard her moving around the room, humming softly. She was humming a worship song from their wedding, the same song playing when they exchanged vows. The bedroom door began to open. Amara, the champagne is... Chitty's voice came from the hallway. Wait, that wasn't right. Chitty was still under the bed. Who was that? Through the gap, Chitty saw Amara freeze. The door opened wider, but it was just a hotel staff member with towels. Sorry, madam. Wrong room. Be careful next time. Amara snapped. Chitty's mind raced. He had maybe 2 minutes before he was supposed to return. He couldn't drink that champagne. But if he refused, Amara would know something was wrong. If she suspected he knew, she might kill him another way. Think, Chitty, think. He carefully pulled out his phone, hands shaking. No signal under the bed. He needed to text Uncle Emeka, call the police, do something. But any noise would give him away. Amara's phone rang again. What? No, he hasn't come back yet. Yes, I'm getting nervous. He's taking too long. She sounded anxious now. Chitty realized he was running out of time. If he suspects anything, I have the backup plan. The injection in my purse. I'll tell him it's vitamin B12. He's been complaining about being tired. 1 shot, and it's over. Chitty's heart pounded so loud he was sure Amara could hear it. He had to get out. Now, he heard Amara walk into the bathroom. This was his chance. Slowly, painfully slowly, Chitty slid out from under the bed. His legs had fallen asleep, pins and needles shooting through them. He grabbed his phone and his shoes, not bothering to put them on. The bathroom door was still closed. He could hear water running. Chitty reached the door, opened it as quietly as possible, and slipped into the hallway. He ran, barefoot, still in his wedding agbada, toward the emergency stairs. Behind him, he heard Amara scream his name. Chitty burst into Uncle Emeka's house in Victoria Island at midnight, panting, sweating, looking like a madman in his rumpled wedding clothes. Chitty? What happened? Uncle Emeka pulled him inside. She's going to kill me. Chitty gasped. Amara. She's a murderer. She's killed before. The champagne is poisoned. Slow down, Juan. Start from the beginning. As Chitty explained everything, Uncle Emeka's face grew darker. When Chitty finished, his uncle sat heavily in a chair. I tried to tell you at the wedding, Uncle Emeka said. I found something. That's what I wanted to show you. He pulled out a folder. Inside were newspaper clippings and printed articles. 3 years ago, a wealthy businessman named Obinna Nwosu died in Port Harcourt. Heart attack, they said. He'd been married for only 6 months to a woman named Ada. She inherited everything. Uncle Emeka pulled out a photo. Chitty's blood ran cold. It was Amara, but with different hair and makeup. 2 years ago, in Abuja, another businessman, Colonel Adelik, died. Also a heart attack. Also newly married to a woman named Zainab. Same woman, different name. More photos. All Amara. I showed this to a retired police detective friend yesterday. He said there have been whispers about a woman called the Black Widow, a serial killer who marries rich men and kills them for their money. The police have been trying to catch her for 5 years. 5 years, Chitty whispered. How many men has she killed? They suspect at least 7, maybe more. She works with someone, a partner who helps her change identities, forge documents, move the money. They've never been able to prove anything. The deaths always look natural. Chitty's phone buzzed. 17 missed calls from Amara. Then a text. My love, where did you go? I'm worried. Please come back. I love you. She doesn't know that I know, Chitty said. She thinks I just got scared or had cold feet. We need to go to the police. Now. But Chitty's mind was working. No. If we go to the police, she'll run. She's done it before. We need to catch her in the act, with evidence. We need to trap her. The next morning, Chitty called Amara from Uncle Emeka's phone. Amara, it's me. I'm sorry. I got scared last night. Cold feet about being married. I went for a drive to clear my head. Can you forgive me? Oh, Chitty. Amara's voice was perfect, worried, loving, relieved. I was so scared. I thought something happened to you. Where are you? I'm at Uncle Emeka's house. Can you come here? We need to talk. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Uncle Emeka had already called his detective friend, who brought a small police team. They set up recording equipment and hid officers around the property. She's smart, the detective warned. She won't confess easily. You need to make her think she's still in control. When Amara arrived, she looked genuinely concerned. Her acting was perfect. She hugged Chitty, tears in her eyes. I was so worried. Don't ever disappear like that again. I'm sorry, Chitty said, leading her inside. Let me make it up to you. Uncle Emeka left us some champagne. He poured 2 glasses, his hands shaking slightly. Amara didn't notice or pretended not to. To us, Chitty said, raising his glass. To us, Amara echoed. But Chitty saw her watching his glass carefully. She wanted to make sure he drank. Actually, Chitty said, I need to tell you something first. I know what you did. Amara's face remained perfectly calm. What do you mean? I know about Obinna and Port Harcourt, about Cunnel in Abuja, about the others. For a moment, Amara's mask slipped. Her eyes turned cold, calculating. Then she laughed. I don't know what you're talking about. You're tired, stressed from the wedding. I was on a bed, Amara. Last night, I heard everything. The room went silent. Amara stared at him, and slowly, her sweet expression melted away, replaced by something cruel and predatory. Well, she said softly, that's unfortunate. She reached for her purse. Looking for this? Uncle Emeka emerged from the next room, holding Amara's purse. The injection? The poison? We already took them. Amara spun around, her face twisted with rage. You think you're smart? You have no proof of anything. We have recordings from last night, Chitty said, pointing to his phone. You confessed everything to your partner. Amara's eyes widened. Then she laughed, a sound so chilling it made everyone's skin crawl. You recorded me? In private? That's illegal. It won't hold up in court. But this will, the detective said, stepping out with his team. We've been tracking you for 3 years, Black Widow. We know about your partner, the money laundering, everything. And now we have your confession to attempted murder. I didn't attempt anything. He's alive. The poisoned champagne in the hotel room says otherwise. We collected it this morning. Also the injection in your purse. Also the texts on your phone planning this entire thing. Amara's face changed rapidly, from anger to calculation to panic. She looked at Chitty with pleading eyes. Chitty, baby, they're lying. I love you. Whatever you heard, you misunderstood. I would never hurt you. Think about our wedding, our vows. The same vows you made to Obinna, to Cunnel, to how many others? Chitty's voice broke. I loved you. I actually loved you. Love. Amara's mask finally shattered completely. You're all the same. Rich, stupid men who think a pretty face means a woman will worship you. You deserved what was coming. What? Chitty whispered. Why do this? Because I can, Amara hissed as officers moved to handcuff her. Because men like you look at women like me and see objects, toys, prizes to be won. I turned the game around. I made you the prey. You're sick, Uncle Emeka said. I'm practical, and I would have gotten away with it if this idiot hadn't decided to play a stupid prank. As they led Amara away, she turned back to Chitty one last time. By the way, my real name is Chioma. Chioma Okoro. Remember it. And remember this. I'm not the only one out there. There are others like me. Your mother was right to warn you. The door closed behind her. 3 months later, Chitty stood in his mother's kitchen in Suralere as she prepared his favorite soup. The annulment had been quick. Marriages can be voided when obtained through fraud. The media had gone crazy with the story. Black Widow caught, headlines screamed from every newspaper. Amara, Chioma, was awaiting trial. Her partner had been arrested in Ghana, trying to flee with millions. The investigation uncovered 9 victims over 6 years, not just 7. 9 families destroyed. 9 men dead. You look thin, Mama Okafor said, studying her son. You're not eating enough. I'm okay, Mama. No, you're not. But you will be. She touched his face gently. I'm sorry I was right. I should have listened to you. You listened to your heart. That's not wrong. What she did, that's on her, not you. Uncle Emeka joined them, bringing news. The trial date is set. The prosecutor is confident. With all the evidence, she'll get life imprisonment, maybe death penalty. Chitty nodded, but felt no satisfaction. I keep thinking about the moment I saw her at the church. She looked so beautiful. How did I not see the truth? Because predators are excellent hunters, Uncle Emeka said. They know how to blend in, how to make you trust them. You're not stupid for falling for it. Uncle tried to warn me. You try to warn me, Mama. His voice broke. I just wanted to be happy. Mama Okafor pulled him into her arms like he was a child again. And you will be in WAM. One day. But now you're wiser. You'll know to listen to your spirit, to pay attention to the signs. Later that evening, Chitty visited the church where he'd gotten married. Father Michael found him sitting in an empty pew. My son, the priest sat beside him. How are you holding up? I don't know if I'll ever trust anyone again. That's understandable. But don't let one evil woman destroy your capacity for love. What happened to you is terrible, but you survived. 9 other men didn't. Why me? Why did I survive? Because you had people who loved you enough to warn you. And because sometimes God's protection comes in unexpected ways, even through a foolish prank. Chitty laughed bitterly. A YouTube prank saved my life. The Lord works in mysterious ways. As Chitty left the church, his phone buzzed. A message from Tund. Guy, we need to go out. You've been hiding too long. Let me take you to a proper Legos party. No wedding vibes, just fun. For the first time in months, Chitty smiled. Maybe next week, he typed back. He wasn't ready yet, but he would be. The nightmare was over. Back home, Mama Okafor lit candles at the family shrine, thanking the ancestors for protecting her son. Uncle Emeka reviewed security for Chitty's house. Chioma's partner had threatened revenge before his arrest. And in Kirikiri Maximum Prison, Chioma sat in her cell, already planning. She'd escaped before. She'd do it again. Men like Chitty were everywhere, and she had plenty of time to plan her next move. But that's a story for another day. The Yindi, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and most important thing, turn your notification bell so you can get informed when I dropped another amazing story. Drop your thoughts and reactions in the comments. What would you do if your spouse tried to kill you and you survive? Will you take a revenge or disappear forever?